Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. Are you excited for Carball? I sure am. And we're going to see probably the most David versus Goliath matchup I think we're ever going to see here. And I'm, of course, joined by a different Ventus than last game. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just Ventus's clone, his twin, the evil twin, obviously. But
Yeah.
um, you talk about David and Goliath, and I mean Venom, the 18-0, the undefeated regular season team. CopenTay, Yukio, Forht, absolute domination throughout the regular season. There wasn't really a thought that they were gonna lose it the perfect season. I mean, when they were 9-0, I was like, yeah, they probably got it. But you know who also was thought to have it in the bag and then lost? Goliath. I mean, you said it's a David versus Goliath. I think that if anybody could do it, maybe Dissolve can. They're the David. They have their slingshot. I mean, if they strike first, they strike hard. The Goliath might topple.
Instead of putting a rock in that slingshot, I think they're going to have to put like a boulder, like spikes on it, to take down David or Goliath. Sorry. Whoops. But pertaining to this match, I mean, realistically, Venom should not drop a game. They've looked dominant all season. You have Yukio Takeda, who has been on Venom in their championship run last season. Same with Forht, who's been there. Both excellent Challenger League players. Then you have CopenTay. CopenTay is the best Challenger League player. There's just no debate. I don't want to hear it. Matter of fact, he'd probably be a mid-tier rival player, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. He is the truth. And especially on this Venom squad, he's going to have to keep on proving it. Because I saw him in the All-Star game. It was embarrassing to watch the other team. He just scored whenever he wanted to, right? Because that's just who CopenTay is. But Dissolved, I don't think they're that kind of team where you can just mess around, right? They really impressed me in the play-ins. And especially coming off a back of a really close play and win, I think Dissolve definitely has a chance to shock some people. I mean, you have Gala, who, I mean, played out of his mind in the play-ins. RedJr, who was there as well, and he had some incredible shots on target. Cwal, he's the glue. He's the glue. He does a little bit of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think we're gonna have to have an absolutely outstanding match from all three of those players, Cwal, RedJr, and Gala, for them to make this a close one. I think, obviously, Venom the heavy favorites. But as we kick off game number one, I mean, is there a prediction that you have? You said that Venom shouldn't drop a game. Is that your prediction?
Yeah, I have them 4-0. They've just looked dominant all season. Hello? Oh my goodness, wait a second. That's one way to start the game. Gala gonna get one early, and seems like David's finding its stride early.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they listened to your advice. They put a boulder in their slingshot with spikes on it. They were able to strike first. They struck hard. They get a very early lead. I mean, whether or not they'll be able to hold it and retain their lead to create a victory is still going to be up for debate. It's going to be up to these players, RedJr, Cwal, and Gala. Gala, obviously, kind of one of these spearheads, and Cwal needs to be that glue player, facilitate these plays, and play great in the midfield. And I mean, if there's anything, maybe we overestimate Venom. Maybe we're like, they had this undefeated run. They really should win the entire season. That's when the pressure starts to really build. Now they're trying to keep the entire perfect season throughout playoffs, and only 3 teams in all of Nemesis history, all 12 seasons of Nemesis, have been able to do that. Will Venom be one of those teams?
I mean, they made history last season. I feel like they just really like getting into history books, and I don't really blame them here as Cwal gets a nice chance early. RedJr playing third man. Nice control touch. He gets another, sends it over. Can Gala get there? Unfortunately, cannot get it past 2 Venom defenders. Cwal up with a nice 50 coming out. Cwal not a person to be slept on. As wait a second. Ball floating in the midfield. CopenTay going to take control of it. Tries to go for maybe a bump here. Can't find the touch. And it all depends how you perform in the playoffs, right? The Venom's run last season, they started off real rough. I think they went to game 5 against a team in the play-ins and then like didn't drop a game the next like 2 actual playoff games. So they don't start the most hot, I would say. Is wait a second, Forht trying to find the back of the net. Almost gets there, but Ventus, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this Dissolve team's putting on one heck of a fight early.
Yeah, I feel like Venom is just playing very panicky for the team who's the heavy favorite. And
Uh-oh.
you know, I'm just gonna eat my words. Yukio absolutely stuffing that one, putting it back in the net. An equalizer for getting a pop to the pre-jumping Yukio. Whether that was a double commit or not, who cares? Yukio is able to dunk that one home. I mean, I talked about Venom being a little bit panicky, and I mean, we see a bunch of double commits coming out early. I wonder if Dissolve will be able to capitalize on them, but with how well Venom are able to recover for each other, to play off each other, to cut for each other, it's going to be very difficult. Those windows are going to be very small, and Dissolve has to play very, very good in order to capitalize on them.
Yeah, they sure do. As Yukio taking a control touch, rolls to reverse. He's the one getting 50'd out in his own zone. CopenTay tries to find the touch. RedJr gets one. Can he find the second? He doesn't need to. Cwal flies past that one. RedJr can't find the touch. Cwal gonna make a touch there. Gala now gonna send it into the midfield. CopenTay there to recover it. CopenTay doesn't have a whole lot of boost, but I don't think Dissolve knows that. Yukio up with it. Gets one. Can he get a second? What a play from Yukio. Gala gets a nice touch. Yukio almost with the finish there. Yukio has been a stellar player in Cwal for multiple seasons now. Definitely one of the premier players in the league. So, I mean, he's definitely a player to look out for on this Venom team. And so far, I mean, Venom looks to kind of want to strike back here. What a save from Cwal. That was a massive one.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely so necessary. Dissolve put a masterclass in defense. And, I mean, Cwal did just that. But it looks like CopenTay looking for the double off the ceiling. Not going to find it. Forht gets demoed. This might be an open net if RedJr can get back. But he's demoed as well by CopenTay. And Venom, hang on. Survive the counterattack from Dissolve. And, I mean, they had some crazy potential shots with CopenTay going up for a double touch off the ceiling. And this might be another shot opportunity as Forht puts off the back wall. Yukio puts that one on target with Cwal, making the save. CopenTay looking for the follow-up, gets the reset, tries to go under, but that one saved away by RedJr. Yukio leaving that one for Forht. Forht putting a shot, maybe that's top corner, but no, just off the crossbar. Yukio able to secure that boost, get the 50 in the midfield, continue this pressure, steals a potential another boost, but just elects to go for the demo instead. But Gala gets a beat on 2. Yukio's last back, just trying to play that 50, and Venom hanging in the Dissolved half for it seems like the entire game after Dissolved, able to get that one goal.
Yeah, it seems like they're finally finding their stride here. I mean, so far in this game 1, 9 shots on target. This might be a shot here. If CopenTay can get there, nice 50 though. And now Forht, who happens to be a white boy, is gonna take the ball in his own end. Yukio sends it down. Can't get another touch, and now it's up to RedJr. CopenTay sends it off the sidewall. Gala, he has an opportunity here. Yukio, little slow back, but he gets there eventually. Nice play from him. Honestly, Yukio's looked the best out of this Venom team. I mean, he looks the most prepared. As CopenTay almost just made me eat my words. I mean, it's not really a surprise at this point. The shots he's capable of hitting, but uh-oh, he has half a tank of boost here. Oh, a nice pinch. RedJr, he's gonna have to hit it to the ground. Yukio keeps it up though. Gala keeps it up as well. And we enter overtime here, Ventus. Do you think Dissolve can maybe squeak out a win here?
I mean, I think it's absolutely insane if they are able to take the lead in this series, take game number 1, prove that David and Goliath series. Venom was able to do it. I believe was it the number 8 seed or the number 9 seed last season? They were able to do it and nobody thought they could. And
I think they were 7 and 11, right?
Yeah, I mean they were definitely at the bottom of the play-ins, and I mean they were able to come back and stun everybody last season. Maybe it's Dissolve's turn. Maybe this is Venom handing the torch to Dissolve. And I mean Dissolve has played such great defense. Venom obviously having all of the pressure throughout the game, but Cwal looking for a potential shot there is Yukio. Gonna get a free easy clear. Gets the reset, looking for the double. It's gonna go under RedJr. Gala having to dive across, make that save. A pass out to CopenTay. CopenTay taking the possession, looking for a pass in the midfield, looking for a bump, does get it, but that one not going to be able to do anything. Yukio plays it right around one, and with a minute into overtime, I think Venom's pressure is going to be too much.
Yeah, it's starting to look like there's some cracks in Dissolve's defense. Just seems like everything Venom's doing is working right now as CopenTay pre-jumps. Unfortunate Forht pass. CopenTay trying to find everything himself. Now Gala down the other end. We need to see a highlight reel play from him in order to take this game 1. He sends it down. Can Cwal be there? Yukio. What a save from him. Much needed for this Venom team. RedJr. sends it off the sidewall. Cwal. I mean, this Dissolve team is going to be a hard nut to crack, especially since they've been playing well on defense this whole time. But Gala off the backboard. RedJr. sends one back, but Forht going to be there to save that one. Forht, 0 boost remaining. Gala's going to beat him out here. CopenTay sends it down. Yukio with the redirect. Cwal. What a play from him. Cwal so incredibly fast and absolutely a menace on the defensive end. Forht now the other way. Gala over to CopenTay. CopenTay sends it up high. Off the ceiling it goes. RedJr. can't find the touch, and now it's up to Cwal. He fakes it out. RedJr. sends it up. Cwal, he's playing a little patient here. Yukio sends it up yet again. CopenTay over to Forht, top left. Oh my goodness. What a save from RedJr. And I mean, this is all defense is clamping them right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying a David and Goliath, but I mean, Dissolved has been blow for blow. I mean, they've been able to hang on to the Venom pressure. They have not crumbled. I mean, they allowed 1 goal, obviously, but I might be eating my words as Yukio looking for that double touch, but Cwal already there on the back wall. And I mean, the Dissolved roster has really looked so good on defense. They've been able to keep up hand in hand with Venom, who's that undefeated team. And this one might have been on target, but just off target. Obviously, Forht playing that shot on, making sure he had the save if it came to it. But Gala putting a rip roll net, that one bar out. Not on target. Yukio able to get the save. It looks like Venom just got bailed out of a goal.
Yeah, they got bailed out of 2 goals as Cwal almost had one himself. Yukio and CopenTay going to collide here. Forht has to recover. What a touch from Forht. Cwal gonna fake it for RedJr. RedJr. sends it down. Gala and RedJr. helping each other out. Cwal avoids a demo from CopenTay. RedJr. sends it down, giving them some time to collect some boost. Gala up with it, forcing CopenTay. Forht sends it down. Cwal there for the stop. And he still has some boost to work with. Yukio, what a touch from him. Cwal, a great save coming across the face of the net. RedJr. sends it up high. Gala, he's up with it. Forht sends it in the midfield. CopenTay, he pops it high. Into the corner it goes. White boy Forht, he sends it over. CopenTay, back to Forht. Seems like they're doing a little too many passes here, Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're trying to do a little bit too much. They have all this pressure, but they just haven't been able to break through. As RedJr. might be first to this one. Forht making the save. Absolutely devastation for Dissolved, as it looks like that potentially could have been that ticket to the game win. But Venom still being able to hold on to their defense, not allowing these counterattacks to happen, as CopenTay looking to clear this one out. Gets 50. Cwal, maybe a double tap.
No.
This one is off target, but Gala with the foul.
No!
Good. Dissolved take game number 1 in absolute crazy fashion.
Dissolved coming out with one heck of a performance. Cwal down to Gala with an insane shot. Cwal, I mean, it looks like he hit it for a second. Gala, way to be there. And Dissolved, despite the odds, take a game. Now, we're just left to wonder, was that a fluke? Or can Dissolved replicate that performance, Ventus?
Yeah, I mean, they honestly Dissolved at the end, caught up in the shots. Venom had 14. Dissolved were able to get 11. I mean, that's an absolutely crazy game. I am honestly so impressed with Dissolved. Obviously, this is going to be a long series. They are going to have to continue to claw back and forth. But, I mean, a great game 1 here. Getting at least a game. I mean, you talked about Venom shouldn't be dropping a game, but when Dissolve looked that good, I can't blame them. Dissolve, absolutely crazy defense, able to hold on, connecting, stopping these passing plays before they can even happen against Venom. I'm just in shock by how well Dissolve played.
I mean, I'm not too surprised, but I just thought so highly of Venom. I mean, especially after the season they had. Can't really blame me there, but Dissolved, they're playing probably the best I've seen them play, and they're going to need to continue that. It's all about consistency here as CopenTay takes it high. He's going to try to get a little mechanical on them, but I don't think that's what's going to score them goals here. It hasn't really worked. Yukio sends it down. Gala, a nice touch from him, and now it's off the sidewall. Can anyone find it? Forht does. CopenTay. A little bit of an awkward catch. He gives it to Forht instead. Forht fakes out Cwal. RedJr now. Can't find another touch. CopenTay off the ceiling. Tries to go for a reset. He can't really find that one. Gala over to Cwal. Cwal. Oh my goodness! Highlight reel goal from Cwal, and it's 1-0 Dissolved.
And Dissolve taking the lead once again in game number 2. They showed out big, got the clutch victory in game number 1. That's a great beat by Cwal. One of these players that is the glue of the team. When he's playing his best, Dissolve is playing their best, and we see it right there. Dissolve get the lead once again, and it looks like, I feel like they're playing better than Venom, which is absolutely crazy. I feel like Venom has been playing very well, but Dissolve has been playing such great defense. Their counterattacks have been so good, and they're pulling out shots like that. Cwal with a great potential double, just not on target. And Venom has not been able to hang on.
It just seems like Dissolve's comms are incredible right now. They're calling each other off. They're letting each other know where the opposing team members are. And wait a second, this could be bad. Cwal, full tank of boost against Yukio. Tries to send it in. What a 50 from Cwal! And he has 2!
That, the cut by CopenTay there was an absolute pinch into the back of the net. Obviously, Yukio having that low boost probably called for the cut from CopenTay, but that one, absolute devastation. And, Venom now down 0-2, have allowed 2 counterattack goals, but CopenTay, making me eat my words once again, gets a little bit of an equalizer. It's not quite, but it starts closing the lead down and gives them a little momentum.
Off of a Cwal mistake, you can't expect him to be perfect, even though it's looking, pretty close to perfect here. What a performance he's had so far, but they're still only up 1. That lead didn't really last long. Yukio sends it over to Forht. Yukio and Forht double committing on that one. Cwal has to race back. It's off the backboard. Yukio sends it off the backboard again. RedJr trying to find another one. Cwal, he's up with it. Oh my goodness. Every 50 that Cwal's taking has just been devastating so far. As wait a second, it's floating out. Yukio gets a touch. Cwal bumps him off of it. RedJr has no boost. Sends it off the side. Can Forht get to it? He does, but not an ideal touch. Cwal faking him out. CopenTay tries to send it past Gala. Unfortunately, not able to. And Venom, they're not looking like themselves. As wait a second, Forht with an unreal pass. And CopenTay gonna finish it off.
That's a great play from Forht. Gets the pre-flip into the catch on the back wall. Goes for the bump, and CopenTay already pouncing on that one. Able to read that play so well. The comms there cleaned up. Venom equalized. And now this is the Venom we're starting to see. They're breaking down the Dissolve defense. They're getting these beats. The Dissolve haven't looked the best that they did in game number 1. They haven't gotten the great touches in the defensive third and along the goal line to stop any more aggression out of the Venom roster. And we just see how absolutely devastating that is when Venom is able to start to get going. But this one might be on target. Yukio gonna have to save that one away, and Venom start to look like the former versions of themselves, the version that we see go 18-0. And hopefully they're back, because I want some more content.
Yeah, we love content around here. Wait a second, it's open. Does RedJr know? He's going to pass it to Cwal, but it doesn't matter. What a play from Dissolve. They don't quit ever. Cwal, he has a hat trick now.
Yeah, I feel like it's so risky when you're Yukio there going for that early commit as third man. If you get beat, there's nobody behind him, and that one instantly causes a goal. I feel like the Venom getting a little overzealous. I feel like they're getting a little panicky as well. They realize they haven't been able to score their normal stuff against a team like Dissolve. They're kind of panicking. They need to score again. Oh. CopenTay is going to do that for a good pass once again, but I feel like they're getting caught out on the counterattacks too much. I feel like they're sending everybody upfield. Yukio's not playing patient enough as that third man, playing way too aggressive. And I feel like it's allowed Dissolve to, even though they aren't playing at their best, keep up with Venom.
Oh my goodness, what a pitch! No way that goes in. Off the backboard! Oh my goodness! This is an insane game from Cwal!
Yeah, absolutely crazy. He gets so much power on that with no speed, going the opposite direction. Usually you want to go at a perpendicular angle. You want to go directly 90 degrees with the wall to try to get more power, but he kind of went at a 60-degree angle. He was literally going backwards into his own half, and he gets crazy power on that one. And it's gonna, unfortunately for him, it wasn't straight on, but his teammate Gala was able to help put that one in. And I mean, absolute crazy for their 4th goal, and this one might be a 5th, as if Cwal can put this one on target. Forht is back, but he's 0 boost, and that one is gonna find the back of the net. Dissolved, take a 5-3 lead, and Cwal having in himself an amazing game.
Yeah, I mean, he just dominated CopenTay on that. CopenTay expecting the touch over to him, but Cwal just got it right behind him and drove it up the wall himself. That is that's 4 goals for Cwal and an insane assist. So, I mean, he 100% has 100% goal participation, rather. And Venom, they need a response here. I don't think they want to go down 0-3 like they did in the grand finals here. I think they want to take this game. Gala sends it up. Yukio, he finds a touch, and Dissolve's game plan so far just seems to be the aggressor. You know, you want to, you know, obviously they're counterattacking pretty well, but you have to be aggressive as well. Yukio gets a decent 50. Cwal up with it. Can he find the double? Unfortunately, he cannot. CopenTay sends it over. Forht over to CopenTay. CopenTay, we've seen the connection before. He can't find the back of the net. Cwal flips away from it. RedJr with a fake. Cwal down the pitch. RedJr fake again. Cwal off the ceiling. CopenTay sends it down. Gala, he has to be quick here. He can't let anything by him. As wait a second, Gala, he has an opportunity. He just needs to waste some time here. He does successfully. 30 seconds left for this Venom squad. 30 seconds, they're never gonna get back. CopenTay, he's up with it. Gala, he can't find it. Cwal playing the best game of his life. Can he get another? Oh no, he's floating towards the net. Flip reset, Cwal, no way.
Cwal, what are you on right now? Absolutely pure domination. 880 points, almost 6 goals. He'll take 5 for himself, and I mean that Cuxer pinch on the assist. He's absolutely nasty, carrying Dissolve to a Game 2 victory against the undefeated Venom. Venom dropping this. They need to potentially. They don't have to reverse sweep yet. Maybe they need to call their timeout. I would be panicking a little bit if I'm them. They have absolutely stunned Venom in game number 2.
I mean, this is just, I'm going to be honest here. I've casted a lot of Nemesis games. This might be in the top 3 best individual performances I've ever seen. Cwal putting the team, not even necessarily on his back. His teammates are playing well. They're playing the roles they need to, but Cwal, it's just 1v3ing on offense. It's just every time he touches the ball, magic happens. And Venom, they haven't opted for their timeout just yet. Wondering if they're maybe just going to, you know, thug this one out here. But Dissolved up 2-0. No one thought they would even take a game. And now they're up by 2 against Venom. But we know Venom and we know LK's org. They're the comeback kids. So can't ever count them out. And I think the adjustment they need to make is you got to send Forht back on that third man. Yukio just isn't cutting it. He's, as you mentioned, just not playing patient enough. He's not facilitating well enough as third man. And I know the Forht and CopenTay connection has been, you know, connecting all series long and all game long. But I mean, if you can't defend, there's really no point in scoring goals, right? I mean, if you can't defend, 6 goals for Dissolved to their 3, and they only had 6 shots on the game. So I definitely think they just need to reevaluate, because Forht is one of the better third mans if he plays his role, right? Because he's just such a solid player. I think he just needs to get back into that role, and Venom will have a chance here. They're definitely not out of it, for sure. It's Venom. I know the victory org, you know, it has victory in it for a reason, but if Dissolve wants to maintain this, Cwal has to have another insane performance, and we'll see if he can. As RedJr taking a page out of Cwal's book, gonna just take it down the entire pitch. Cwal with 1, gets a second. CopenTay sends it off the side while CopenTay trying to find anything, tries to find the bump, but RedJr down the pitch. Forht, excellent play from him. He sends it in the corner. Yukio, it's off the corner now. Can anyone find it? Cwal, he does in the defensive end. Gala over to RedJr. It's off the corner again. Going to be a weird bounce. Cwal gets a demo on Forht. Gala, can he do anything with this ball? Doesn't get the touch he wants. And now RedJr heading back to defend. Gonna try to bump Forht, and he's successful. Excellent bump from him. CopenTay had no one to pass to. RedJr. sends it down. Gala's already up. Oh my goodness, what a 50 there. It's off the backboard. RedJr. doesn't have much. Yukio doesn't know that though. Cwal, he sends it down. It's off the backboard. CopenTay trying to get a 50. Does well on that one. RedJr. tries to get power on that one. Fortunately, can't find it in his position. Yukio just whiffing on that one. And now it's gonna waterfall down to Gala, who can't find the back of the net. And it just seems like Dissolved is in the driver's seat so far. They are controlling every aspect of this game. 5 shots to nothing right now against this Venom team. I mean, I think I'm dreaming right now, Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it should be the other way around, shouldn't it? I feel like Venom, the #1 seed, the favorite, known for their aggression, known for their offense, and absolutely struggling right now, having to be forced onto defense, making saves over and over again, as Cwal looking for a pass mid, not going to find it. Forht getting a pass. It's actually going to be 50 with Gala. CopenTay looking for more bumps, but I mean, this is not what we expected at all going to this series. I think that Dissolve have grabbed the reins. They have taken control of this game. Venom need to stop the bleeding. They need to take the reins back. I feel like the timeout would have helped them do that, but obviously they are confident enough in themselves to recover from this, to come back, only dropping 2 games. They don't want to drop the third. They still have their timeout even if they do, but I mean, if they lose this game #3, they need to reverse sweep. I mean, we've seen it in the grand finals. Venom was able to do it, but will they be able to do it in this scenario?
I mean, the unsung hero for this Dissolve team has to be RedJr. On the defensive end, I've never seen a player be able to dodge demos better than he has. He's just like floating off the wall for them. I mean, he's just avoiding them any means necessary, and it's what's keeping Venom from scoring, right? You know, he's still in the play, so they can't get it past him. What a performance from him and Gala. He's been that reliable second man. So good when Cwal needs him the most. Gala up with it. Can he get another? He doesn't need to. RedJr. Gonna cut that one. Can he fall on it? Almost gets a pinch into the back of the net. Yukio doing a little bit of some aerobics right now. Cwal gonna try to find a shot. Can't find it. RedJr. gets it past Cwal. Can he get the bump? Excellent defense from CopenTay. CopenTay needs to be this leader. CopenTay, he was on the other end of that reverse sweep on the Samurai. The net's wide open. Gala doesn't miss those. And now Dissolved up 1-0 and 1 game away from being up 3-0 in the series.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a bad touch from Yukio. It leaks back into the midfield. Gala and Cwal are both in the play. And once again, we see Venom. Yukio is on an island by himself there. If he doesn't make a perfect touch, there's nobody back to help. There's nobody even close to cover for him, to cut for him. The rotations have been way too wide. And another shot! Cwal gonna put that one on net. Yukio not able to get that one. And, I mean, Dissolve, just domination, are picking apart Venom, using their weaknesses. Their rotations are too wide. They're countering that. I mean, they're just taking full advantage of their wide rotations. And, I mean, they look so confident right now.
No way. Oh, my goodness, this might be another one. Wait a second. Gala, he puts one away again. But on that previous goal, I just have to shout out someone. RedJr. with probably one of the most insane infield passes I've ever seen. What a play from him. But Gala, see, he's just, this heads-up awareness. He's netted 2 goals because he's right there. Wherever Cwal or RedJr. needs him, he's right there to assist. Then this is embarrassing for Venom so far. This is an absolute embarrassment, especially because Dissolved hasn't been a team for a while. I mean, Cwal got traded mid-season. This Venom team has been with each other for 18 games. And this is the kind of performance they're putting on so far. They really, really need to call a timeout after this, but maybe they don't need to. CopenTay finds one in the back of the net. This might just give Venom some life.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like there's something not clicking with Venom. I feel like Yukio has not been playing with the Venom team. I mean, we talked about Forht and CopenTay being able to link up, but we talked a little bit about how Yukio was kind of way too aggressive as that third man, but they're just not on the same page as RedJr. Gonna get another goal. Cwal, a 3rd assist, I believe. He has a playmaking badge. and a goal to himself. He's having himself another crazy game, picking apart the Venom defense seemingly all by himself. Forht, the only semblance of being able to stop them, having 7 saves on defense, but Venom have only gotten 1 singular shot, and it was their 1 goal.
CopenTay and Yukio have been miserable this series. CopenTay only putting in a couple of open nets, but on the defensive end, like you just saw, Forht is the only one doing anything. I mean, Yukio and CopenTay are getting dominated right now. Look at the play coming out from Cwal over to RedJr. RedJr having himself a game. 2 goals, 1 assist on 7 shots. He's been absolutely lighting up this Venom squad. I think they can call it here. I think this Dissolve team has just gone up 3-0 against Venom. And this isn't like the Samurai series, right? In the grand finals. This isn't, you know, because the Samurais didn't outplay Venom. Venom just outplayed themselves. And yes, Yukio and CopenTay haven't looked amazing. I just think Dissolved has just looked like the better team. This is just a better team beating a worse team in this certain scenario, as there is Nemesis history about to happen, as they're up 3-0. They're 1 game away. They have 4 chances, 4, to win a game and send Venom home. They are calling a timeout, but I think that timeout's a little too late. I mean, it was a bad call to not go for the timeout. I really don't understand that call, to be completely honest. And now they're calling a timeout with a reverse sweep in mind. LK is going to have to talk some sense in them. I mean, he had an insane comeback with Vortex, you know, and all of his teams have been so good, you know, except for Vipers. Sorry about that. But, you know, I just think Cwal has just been playing absolutely out of his mind. There's just nothing Venom can do. They just have to adjust how they see fit. They're not playing with their instincts right now. They're using too much of their brain, right? They just need to become brainless, you know, players, right? They just need to let their instincts kick in and really focus on those rotations. You don't need to do anything fancy against this Assault team.
Yeah, I mean, when Cwal is just able to pick apart the defense at will, I mean, 4 assists, absolutely insane, and a goal on top of that. He's having a generational series. I mean, he put up an insane series last game. He followed that up by, I mean, arguably just as good of a game. 4 assists. That's nothing to scoff at, and a goal. It's like the reverse of what he did last game. I mean, he had 5 goals and 1 assist. This time he has 4 assists and 1 goal. I mean, he's doing it all. He's playing so absolutely fantastic. I mean, the glaze is rightfully deserved. I feel like he has been so standout. He has beaten the Venom players to pretty much every single ball. It's almost like he's been uncontested. He's just been in free play. I mean, he hasn't had to deal with anybody from the Venom roster really putting a hand up. And I feel like the Venom just playing so out of whack. They're not playing in sync. Their comms are probably all sorts of messed up. I mean, they do not seem on the same page ever. It seems like 3 individual players playing against the number 1 seed who has been playing together for a year, and Dissolve just looks that good. They look like they've been a team for years and years. Their chemistry is on point. Their skill is that of arguably a playoff rival team. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Dissolve play like this. If they played like that in Rival League, I feel like they would be a top rival team as well. I think that's just how good they're playing.
I mean, and they don't have the most insane mechanics as Cwal. He's going to put one in early, and they have an early lead in Game 4.
Oh my word. A kickoff goal to open it up. Yukio cheating very, very hard on that 50 on the kickoff. And then it looked like Forht was turning upfield after grabbing the boost. And when you have both players playing aggressively, it looks like Forht might be able to get this one back, though, as another kickoff goal coming out. Venom tie it up, and I don't even know what to say.
I mean, Forht is putting on a Marco performance. He's the only one doing anything on his team so far. CopenTay and Yukio, this is your chance. This is your time. Yukio's done it before. CopenTay was on the other end of it. Maybe it spells bad luck. You know, CopenTay just can't finish a season off, but Yukio with an insane shot, and Venom has the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Venom needs all the momentum they can get right now. They use their timeout. They're in the realm of getting swept if they lose this game. They need to win 4 games in a row. They need to not let Dissolve get any goals. They need to start scoring like a madman, as Forht is going to put this one in. Maybe Dissolve starting to show a little bit of cracks, as that one wasn't able to be read by Gala. Very awkward. And RedJr wasn't able to read the bounce off the backboard either. Maybe a little bit of fatigue. Maybe we'll see Venom, who have been to these long series, be able to take these later games, and Dissolve might show their fatigue, might start making more mistakes, and allow Venom back into this game.
You know, they are down, but it's based off of some mistakes, but Yukio had an insane shot. Can't even hate on that. I mean, that was just wonderful. And Forht, 2 goals for him. He just needs his teammates to step up. They need to close this one out as RedJr gets another touch off the backboard. CopenTay has to be there. Yukio, no boost in the tank. CopenTay sends it down. And Venom, they're looking like they're 18-0 form.
I mean, Venom, that was a good passing play. I think that they really, I mean, that's the first time I've really seen an intentional, very give and go passing play. They haven't really done that all series. It's something that they're very good at, finding each other in the midfield, passing it, breaking down the defense that way in the midfield. But this one might be a shot by RedJr. It's going to go past Forht. It's also going to go past CopenTay. It looked like one of those two should have been able to read that touch, but Dissolved get one back, close the lead to just 2. Oh, my bad. That wasn't CopenTay. That was Yukio. I felt like Yukio definitely should have that save. But, I mean, Venom need to not let any more momentum come back for Dissolved.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it in the past, right? When it seems like Venom has all the momentum, Dissolved just storms back as Yukio. What an insane touch from him. Cwal's up with it. Cwal on the wall, trying to get anything going. Gala with a nice 50. Tries to bump Yukio. Yukio avoids it. Nice 50 from him. Forht now. Gonna collect this ball. Forht having himself a great series despite the scoreline. Gala sends it over to Cwal. Cwal down the pitch. Can he get anything? He steals the boost. And Gala gets a nice 50. RedJr up with it. Gets a flip reset. CopenTay down the pitch. Can't find the touch. Cwal has a little bit of time here. He's going to get the pinch past one. Takes it up the wall. Can he find anyone mid? Gala, he's there. And it's in the back of the net. Dissolved won't be denied.
Oh my word. We've seen this story play out. We've seen Venom take the lead early, Dissolve start fighting their way back, start getting their momentum back. They had a couple mistakes, and I thought they might be looking a little bit fatigued, as this is a longer series. You know, it could go to game 7, but I mean, this is just a normal series for them if they win it in 4. This is just absolutely insane. Dissolve cannot be stopped, as this one is going to be an own goal. Yukio was able to get the save, but unfortunately it looked like there was an own goal from Forht there, CopenTay. Jeez, I keep messing these up. But I mean, absolutely devastation. Dissolve tied this one up. 3 minutes remaining. I mean, it's still anyone's game, but now Dissolve had 3 unanswered goals.
I mean, what a night this has been. It just feels like the script has just been reversed on us. I mean, we had Marco playing the best on his Pineapples team in his entire career, had an insane game. Then we're followed up by Forht having an insane game, and Yukio and CopenTay being dreadful, but wait a second. CopenTay finds the back of the net, and they have the lead once more.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over until it's over. Forht with a crazy touch as a pass to CopenTay. I'm surprised CopenTay was able to read that one. But with how aggressive Venom has been this series, and they have those holes in their overcommits, their rotations have been really wide. But when they have been able to create that offense, get those beats, they've been so threatening, as CopenTay has been able to dive at every single pass that Forht has been able to put to him. But, I mean, it's just that Dissolved looks so strong. They have not given up yet. They look poised. Gala, a shot on target, and that one off of a pass from RedJr. That ties the scoring back once again. 10 goals in just half of the game.
I need every one of you to take out your notebook right now. RedJr. just performed one of the best passes I've seen from such an awkward position. He played it patient, he waited for the 50, and he got it over to Gala. What an insane play. All three of these players are playing out of their minds. Gala with the hat trick now. Cwal takes it down the pitch. A little over 2 minutes to go. Gala tries to fake out Yukio. Yukio down the other end. He needs to score this one. RedJr gonna save it away. Forht and Yukio gonna double commit. Yukio gets back to it. Now before Cwal can get there, Yukio gets demoed out. CopenTay sends one high. CopenTay can't find the touch. RedJr sends it down. RedJr gonna half flip. Yukio down the pitch. Gala sends it down. Maybe a shot. No way, Jose. CopenTay is going to get that one out of there quickly. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. RedJr pops it high. Cwal's up. Can Forht beat him? Forht, excellent 50. Up in the air. Gala sends it down. He's going to have one touch. Yukio gets one into the corner, but he can't beat out both. RedJr, excellent play from him. Forht has a little bit of boost to work with. He beats out Cwal. Now this could be dangerous, but Gala, what a touch from him. Yukio misses. Oh no, this could be bad. CopenTay has to recover. He does. Gala down the other end, and it's still 5-5, but maybe not for long as Forht puts in the back of the net.
Yeah, and this, honestly, Venom has just turned so scrappy. They're just double committing, panicking all over the place, barely able to score that one off of a random demo on RedJr. And I mean, I don't think Venom look good in this, like in the latter half of this game at all. But they're able to get the lead. We'll see if they are able to hold on to it, keep the sweep from happening, start potentially their reverse sweep. But they do not look very strong of a contender at all. This Dissolves team still looks very good as a double look from RedJr, trying to get a double touch. Cwal taking this one up, looking for a reset, is going to get the scoop. Gala is there, but is going to have to respect CopenTay's touch. CopenTay getting it out to Forht. Forht getting a catch, looking for another touch there, as this one going to pop out into the midfield. A double commit from Dissolve, something we do not see very often. I think their system has been really good. Yukio leaving that ball for Forht. Cwal leaving that one as well, trying to get a little bit of a fake, but it is going to get beat by Forht, but unfortunately Dissolve is there, ready to pick that one up. Yukio with a miss, and that is a save by CopenTay. CopenTay, absolute insane, able to keep his team in it. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Uh-oh, Cwal, it's off the corner. Cwal, he can't put it away. Yukio, what a save. Gala off the sidewall. RedJr's up. 50 goes out. Gala up to Cwal. Cwal off the backboard. Gala for the game. No, he doesn't get there. CopenTay, he needs to get there, and he does. Venom with probably the most scrappy game I've seen all season. Venom take a game. And I don't know what LK says in those timeouts, man. I don't know if he just gives all of his players crack and tells them to, just go at it the next game. But I think LK needs to be studied because Venom, much better performance than they've had. Although it still just isn't up to par, isn't up to expectations. Dissolved, despite losing this game, outplayed them. You cannot convince me they didn't. They outplayed them. They kept the shots up. They had more shots than Venom. They outshot them 8-7. They made Venom make a ton of saves. Venom had 4 saves. Dissolved has 0. They were keeping them out of their end when they needed to. So Dissolved, they're outplaying Venom. Venom just needs to really tighten up their rotations. As you mentioned earlier, Ventus, it just seems like they're playing too far away from each other. It's like a 1v1v1, right? It seems like they're not even a team. It's not a 3v3 right now. And I think Venom just needs to really, really lock in here and give us a little bit of a series, Ventus.
Yeah, and I really think it's Yukio. I feel like CopenTay and Forht have been on the same page for a lot of this series. We've seen them, specifically those two, have those passing plays where they're able to get that pressure together. But Yukio has just been basically by himself. It's been a 1+2v3 instead of a 3v3. I mean, they just are not on the same page. And with how scrappy Venom had to play, CopenTay is going to get a goal there. It looked like Cwal was going to be able to make the save, but it was just a little bit too far, too fast for him to be able to pre-jump that one. And that one is going to find the bottom left corner. Venom get a 1-goal lead. I mean, we saw how many goals. We saw 11 goals scored last game. I'm expecting something the same way, but I mean, at the same time, when there is a bunch of goals scored, usually the next game there are no goals scored, and maybe that 1 goal there is going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, we'll have to see here as Beautiful pass from Forht, by the way. I mean, what a series he's having. Individual performance of probably his career, despite, you know, his reverse sweep. I think, honestly, this is his game. And I feel like if they want to win, they should keep giving Forht the ball. He's looking really sharp, especially as a facilitator. That's where he shines, right? Look at this play right here. He sends it in the midfield. Unfortunately, no one's there. Not an ideal touch from him, actually. Gala sends it down. Cwal there to recover. He sends it out. RedJr going to make the smart play. Fort's up with it. But RedJr going to block him out. Two demos coming out. Gala takes a shot. Yukio there for the save. RedJr, he puts it on target again. And dissolved again. Equalize.
Yeah, I mean, there's some great demos in the midfield. I believe that was from Cwal and RedJr. A great read on that pop from Gala, able to put that one in the net, tie up the scoring. And I mean, you can't play defense if there's nobody on the field, you know. So Dissolve taking the easy way, even though they have not been able to keep. Whenever Venom is in their half, whenever they do get shots on net, it seems like they've been able to score. If Dissolve just outscore them, then it doesn't matter. I mean, Dissolve still have 0 saves to Venom's 3, and they have 5 shots to Venom's 1. But when the scoreline's the same, you gotta also look at, I mean, maybe the quality of their chances aren't as great. Maybe Venom has just been able to use their couple shot chances to the most, which isn't something I usually say. Usually it's Venom is the team out shooting the other one. And I mean, this is absolutely unknown territory for Venom. They haven't been used to this all season. They've been full domination, and I think that's why they're struggling right now. They haven't been used to any sort of hardship. They haven't been able to play against a team that has been better than them. And now I think CopenTay does get a goal. I can't, you know, he does get one. But I feel like Dissolve has just been the better team, and I feel like Venom has really struggled because of adversity before.
And it's off of course, a great Forht play, getting a bump in the back there. CopenTay was probably going to finish it up if it wasn't back bouncing in the back of the net. That's a great response from Venom. They definitely needed that one. But Dissolve, they're just going to keep on responding. Venom, they found ways to get goals. That's what they struggled with before, and now they're making it happen. This series really could go any way right now. As Cwal sends it down. CopenTay up with it. Sends it to the sidewall. Gala up. He finds one. He doesn't have enough boost to find another. Forht cuts him off. Cwal up with it. Tries to find a touch. He can't. It's Forht with full boost and an open net ahead of him. Gala racing back. He does. He gets the 50 he has to get. Yukio with the shot. And Yukio coming in clutch for his team.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great shot, but it was a great 50 from Forht there. And then Forht is able to bump RedJr, who is going to be the first player to that ball. RedJr almost got the save there, but because Forht was able to slow down his momentum, able to shift his car a little bit, he wasn't able to get there in time. And even though it was a good shot, it was completely facilitated by Forht. Forht having the playmaker badge. He's been great. Cwal having a shot. Good save there from Yukio. And I mean, Forht has really, even though he's on the bottom leaderboard this game, Yukio has played some good defense, I will admit. I feel like Forht has just been the heart and soul of this Venom roster.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, oh, what a fake from him. And I think really Dissolve needs to get Cwal going. He only has 54 points, and we're less than 2 minutes into this game. I mean, we saw how dominant he can be when he's given chances as Gala. Can't find that one. CopenTay, wonderful touch from him. Cwal last to defend against CopenTay. Off the backboard, Yukio puts it on target. No, he doesn't. Hits the post. Yukio, demos one. Gets almost faked out, but a great touch from him. CopenTay beats two. He has half a tank. CopenTay using his speed here. Gets it mid. Cwal can't find the touch. Forht trying to get this ball back to his teammate. RedJr just taking it down the pitch, taking his time. In no rush whatsoever. The ball is popped high in the air. Yukio sends it out. Cwal with a chance. He sends it to the side. Trying to get a demo here. Cwal, he needs to stop going for these demos and really get into these plays. He's the best player on his team so far in this series. As we see Yukio sending it back for Forht. Gala gonna make one heck of a play. Forht now. Down to CopenTay. I mean, this guy cannot be stopped. I mean, what is LK telling Forht? Is he feeding him some kind of Russian spy information right now? This is ridiculous.
I mean, absolutely just amazing play coming out from Forht. I mean, you talked about him having the series that Marco did for Pineapples. You talked about him having the same kind of series that Hunter did for Acceleration. We're talking about these teams who have had these crazy, insane series. I mean, Cwal had that same type of play in games 2 and 3. And, I mean, it seems like Forht, it's his turn to shine now. I mean, CopenTay has scored 3 of his passes, and he has been there every step of the way. And he had a great pass there to Yukio, and Yukio couldn't score that one. Venom, a 4-goal lead now, absolutely decimating the Dissolve defense.
Dissolved are going to take a timeout after this and a server reset. We'll see how that affects them. I think one thing they need to talk about is not making Cwal go for all these demos. Because honestly, Venom hasn't been playing amazing defense. It doesn't matter if they're demoed, right? You can sneak a ball by them. And honestly, Cwal's the man for the job. So you see Yukio send it down. RedJr last to defend. Forht just going to get a goal. And Forht is just looking phenomenal. He has 1 goal, 4 assists, 2 saves on 2 shots. What an incredible performance.
Yeah, and I feel like this is what we talked about. I feel like Cwal had the exact same kind of game, but he was on the top of the leaderboard. I mean, Forht having the 1 goal, having the 4 assists, I mean, absolutely crucial to his team. But then also, Yukio has stepped up on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. It looks like we're going to take a little trip to Brazil for these last 11 seconds here. I heard the weather is absolutely lovely.
Wait, Ventus, I haven't packed my bag yet. Can you give me a second? Are we sitting like economy, or are we like first class? Like
first class only, baby.
First class.
I mean, Venom taking us on an absolute masterclass. They're taking us down to Brazil. They're paying for the entire trip. It's all paid for by the Venom roster. I mean, Forht having 1 goal, 5 assists, 3 saves. Yukio having 2 goals, 4 saves, and an assist of his own. CopenTay, the 4 goals, the 1 assist. He didn't have to do any defense because the other 2 of them got it. Venom look so good right now. It reminds us of how good they were in the regular season. It reminds us of all those great times that we had before Dissolved almost swept them.
I mean, yeah, Venom just absolutely dominated. But as we mentioned earlier, Dissolved are going to take that server reset to talk over things. Hello?
Hello?
Is my mic, okay. All right. I guess it just didn't want me to speak. They're trying to silence me, guys. It's always trying to silence me. But, yeah.
It seems like Gallium has died for a second time. Not sure what's really happening. But, I mean, Venom have just looked absolutely amazing. We talk about them in the regular season being able to put up these numbers. We talk about the CopenTay putting up the 467 points per game. We talk about Yukio being there for every single pass, being a great defender, being the number, 13 player in all of Challenger. CopenTay, obviously the number 1. Forht, kind of the unsung hero, but also he has been so important to this roster in the side of the assists. He leads the league in assists per game. He has 1.02 assists per game. CopenTay also up there at 0.94 assists per game. So we know that they have it in them. We need to see them connect more, because all 3 of these players in the top 10 of assists per game, because I talked about Forht and CopenTay 1 and 2. Yukio sitting at number 7. I mean, these players just find each other the entire series. I feel like that's the big part of the game that they've been missing.
Yeah, 100%. If my, mic will work this time. They're trying to really silence me out here, Ventus. I think, it's a little bit of interference from our trip to Brazil we had just now. I mean, we got some good tans, though. It was wonderful. But going into Forbidden Temple, there's going to be no tomfoolery. Strictly business. I'm lying. It's Forbidden Temple. It's going to get a little crazy here as we have Game 6 under the bright lights. It is currently 10:54 at night. The game started at 10. So, I mean, these guys have been playing for almost an hour so far. It's all about longevity here. And, I mean, Ventus, do you think... I mean, obviously, you've seen what both teams can do. What do you think of the series now?
Honestly, I have no clue. I feel like I was all the way dissolved in Game 2. And now I feel like I'm all the way back to completely believing in Venom. And Venom getting another goal there. CopenTay once again starting at the scoring off of a pass from Yukio. Yukio looking for the double, then going for the bumps. It looks like a little bit of a team bump between RedJr and Cwal, and I feel like Venom have the longevity. I feel like Dissolved don't have it in them. They've started making way too many mistakes. They've opened the door back to Venom to create this potential for a reverse sweep. And I don't think Venom is going to waste this chance. They've been gifted this opportunity. It seemed like all hope was lost, but I feel like Dissolved have slowly started playing worse and worse as the series has gone along. And I feel like Venom have all the momentum. They have everything going for them. They have the demos. They have a good shot from Forht, but that one's just not on target. But I mean, they have the great team plays that seem to be coming back from the Venom roster. I talked in between games about how Venom had assisted every single goal pretty much. They have so many assists, and I feel like they have just been so good, and they've covered for each other now, and they haven't looked as bad on defense. I think Venom has to take it.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like a completely different team here. They're finally using their brains a little bit as Gala, miscommunication. He thought Cwal was going to shoot it on target. Forht now gives it over to Cwal. Cwal going to flip into this one. He's just going to take control here. Cwal to the wall. CopenTay now with a little bit of boost. He's just going to put it on target. Gala. What a save from him. Forht now. Forht tries to take it up the wall. Gala just shoots it. This is on target. It's going to go in the back of the net, and Gala gets them back tied. I mean, what an interesting goal.
Oh my word. Forht trying to slow it down, trying to kind of pop it up to go for a solo play. Yukio pre-flipping for the corner boost. And I mean, all Gala has to do is just dunk him. I mean, Yukio pre-flipped up or went upfield after pre-flipping for the boost, completely taking himself for any potential to cover net if that were to happen. And I mean, when you're Gala and all you have to do is just dunk him and put it on net, and you tie up the game, Game 6 Forbidden Temple. I mean, crazy things happen. You want to score as much as possible so that you can be less exposed to the elements of Forbidden Temple.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the best defense is a good offense. And I think Venom definitely showed it that game, but I mean, Dissolved, they're finally getting chances. You know, they're back, not to peak form, but they're slowly making their way back here, as they're playing so well off each other so far. But Yukio trying to get something going there. RedJr gets one, tries to get a second. CopenTay trying to get the boost. Cwal gonna steal it from him as Gala sends it down the pitch. Yukio, he has a touch, doesn't have a whole lot of boost. I feel like Dissolved doing a very good job controlling the boost economy. RedJr can't find the touch. Forht can't find the touch. Two of them so awkward here. Yukio bailing them out. Great play from him. Cwal down the pitch. CopenTay sends it over to RedJr, but RedJr can't find the touch. Forht now, ball on top of his car, and well, oh my goodness, what a play from CopenTay. It seems like the roles are reversed. Now it's CopenTay getting an insane bump and allowing Forht to score.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good flick, just beating that last defender that was there in RedJr. He's able to put that one home. Once again, Venom are able to take the lead. It looks like it's Venom's game to lose. I feel like they have looked so good on offense. It seems like Cwal's shine and his stardom has come and gone. He hasn't looked like the former of himself, especially in the last couple of games when Venom has been so dominant. They've already amassed 7 shots on the Dissolve roster. Dissolve only getting one singular one. And I mean, when you're talking about this, it seems like the roles are back in the Venom favor. It seems like it's going to be how we originally thought. It's going to be Dissolve just trying to hold on the entire game, and Venom just constantly pummeling shots at their net. And if one of them seems to find the back of the net, it's just all in a day's work.
I mean, what a 3-man passing play. Forht with an insane shot on net, making 2 of them commit for that. And Yukio putting it off the backboard just for CopenTay to clean it up. You know, we'll call that a tactical pass. I don't know if Yukio meant to do that, but regardless, excellent play. And Venom, they're up by 2 with a little bit over a minute to go. They have the time. It just seems like Dissolved are the ones getting outplayed right now. It seems like the bumps and demos and all the confusion in front of their net is finally catching up to them. As Cwal gets one, tries to find a second. Flip reset maybe, can't get that one. Gala sends it over. As you mentioned, I mean, it's all about consistency and longevity. It seems like all the gas in Cwal's tank has finally, expired. He doesn't look like his former self, as you mentioned. And he needs to get back to that form. I think all of these guys do if they want to have a chance. Wait, a nice 50 coming out. CopenTay gets demoed as Gala. Oh no, he misses the net. Forht, he gets a nice save. What a save from Forht. That could have been real dangerous. 30 seconds now. CopenTay sends it down. Cwal can't turn for that one. Gala sends it down the pitch. Cwal chasing that one. Now it's Gala. Cwal can't find the touch. CopenTay sending it down the pitch. And now Cwal going to take his time. Forht trying to go for the 50. Cwal going to deny him. Cwal versus Yukio. He gets one. 8 seconds left. 4 seconds. Venom, they have tied the series, and we're going to a game 7.
Game 7 alert. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better series. Dissolve have stepped up early. They faltered as of late, but now it's down to the final game. Game number 7, where destinies are born, where heroes are made. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better series. Venom might just relive their dreams of the Season 11 Grand Finals. Dissolved, trying to rewrite history, trying to slam the door closed. I mean, I can't wait for Game 7.
I mean, I just can't believe the turn of events. I think Venom's dominating Dissolve more than Dissolve dominated them. Venom just looking absolutely incredible so far. And they've won 3 in a row. It's no fluke. It's certainly no mistake. Venom just being those guys. And it's Fort's early performances in those games that really helped them see that they can do it. Now it's CopenTay finally stepping up. And Yukio helped 2 assists from him. It's just a full team effort now for Venom.
Yeah, I mean, they look back. That's all I can say. 12 shots, sorry, to Dissolve's 2. And I mean, I could even say that the 2 were great shots. I mean, Gala had a shot that he just completely missed. I mean, if he was able to score that one with, I believe it was like 30 seconds left, he had the open net. There was a demo on that last man back from Venom. It could have spelled differently in Game 6, but unfortunately, who cares about that? We're going to Game 7.
Oh boy, Champions Field. Feels like I've been saying that a lot recently. You guys have been putting on performance in the playoffs so far as, oh no! A mistake coming out and Yukio capitalizes.
Oh no is right, as it looks like it was a team bump. It looked like Forht kind of faked out Cwal and RedJr, both of them trying to go for it. It looked like they tangled up each other a little bit, and Venom are going to get the early lead. Once again, we've seen every single time that they have taken an early lead, they have been able to win that game, and this might be no different, but a good save on that shot is going to clear it back into the Venom half. Forht looking a little bit awkward, but it's not going to be for long as he's going to be able to clear that one. But this one might be a chance as Yukio having to make that save on RedJr once again. And I thought that double commit from Venom might backfire for them as Dissolve was looking poised to get a goal. But a great save from Yukio, and he has stepped up as that third man. He looked a little iffy in it, but he is there, and he's ready to play. He's going both sides of the field. He's taking shots off of a great pass from CopenTay.
3 defenders. Yukio slotting it. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting, Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, a great shot. I mean, when all 3 players for Dissolved are going for it and they still can't save it, it's absolute devastation. I mean, Dissolved, I think they are just running out of gas. I don't think they are built for these long distance series. I think that Venom has gotten used to it. We saw CopenTay in the grand finals in Game 7 on the opposite receiving side of this treatment, and we saw Yukio and Forht dishing out the reverse sweep in the grand finals. So these guys are no strangers to these long Game 7 series, but I don't think Dissolve is ready for it. As Forht getting almost a double tough, but that one just gonna hit the bar and go off target. But Yukio looking for a pass back into the midfield. CopenTay taking this one off the corner. Cwal not gonna be able to get it. This one's gonna be open. Forht is gonna get the shot, and that is a 3-goal lead for Venom. CopenTay getting the playmaker badge, and Forht getting his first goal of the game.
I mean, mistakes after mistakes from Dissolved. It's not really even Venom outplaying them, except for that Yukio shot. That was disgusting. But it just seems like this Dissolved squad, just not themselves as Gala gets to take a bounce shot, and oh my goodness, this one almost goes in the back of the net. Yukio does well to save that one. Cwal, he's back to defend. RedJr gives it over to Yukio. Cwal, he can 50 that one out. Wow, incredible 50 from him. Ball's floating. Yukio, been an absolute difference maker so far. Turning the series around. Forht, excellent save from him. I mean, Forht, honestly, I know how Cwal fared in the earlier games, but Forht has just been looking so consistently good throughout this entire series, and I think that's a strength of his. You know, I feel like in between games, he just takes a Gatorade and he just completely rejuvenates. As we see Forht putting in a 4th goal for Venom, and, you know, dare I say this is GG's.
I mean, you never know what can happen. Dissolve could make the comeback, but I think if they were to have made the comeback, it would have happened in game number 6 after they took their timeout. At least I believe they took their timeout in game number 6. I might be a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Or they took it before game 6.
Oh yeah, so they should have closed the door there. Not being able to capitalize on their timeout has hindered them greatly. They needed to finish the series out, especially with not being able to keep up in the longevity. It seems like Dissolved have dissolved. They aren't the same. Venom, 5-goal lead. Yukio, 3 goals to his name. Forht, 2 to his name. This is the Venom we've known. This is the Venom we love. And baby, they're back.
I mean, Gala doing the boost over ball strat, unfortunately, is not going to work here. One of my favorite strats, to be completely fair, as RedJr is faked out by Yukio. And now Venom can kind of play with their food here. Up 5-0. Virtually no chance to come back into this one, but I mean, we've seen crazier. I mean, just think about this season 11 grand finals. We saw some insane stuff happening there, but Yukio is going to send it out. CopenTay hasn't really been able to solo play. He hasn't had a highlight reel play, and that's, you know, due to this Dissolve defense. They've been really good at shutting those down, but it doesn't matter if they're capitalizing elsewhere. As Gala puts one on target. Yukio, what a shot. You could just tell Gala so disappointed. CopenTay tries to get the double. He does, but it's off the backboard. Gala off the ceiling. RedJr gonna follow it up. CopenTay off the ceiling, flips into it, flip reset and toe. Now Cwal gets a touch down the pitch, and I mean, just looks like a lifeless performance from Dissolved. I mean, considering what they were, just not the same team, Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the Venom we've waited for. Dissolved not able to hang around anymore. It looked like for a long time in those first 3 games, even the 4th game there, that Dissolved was the better team if they were just able to close out the slugfest of game number 4. We'd be talking a completely different story, but unfortunately, that's not the way things work. A crazy redirect coming out from Forht with a little bit of a classy flick, and I mean, that's just all she wrote here.
I mean, you got to give credit to Dissolved. I mean, they put up one heck of a fight, but it's inevitable. You know, they're like, what's that? I'm blanking. I'm actually blanking right now. Who's the like Marvel villain? The Thanos? Yeah, that guy. They're inevitable right now, and it seems like they just can't find anything. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day where Venom is just absolutely playing this great of defense, and this one might go in the back of that. CopenTay pinching it out for MVP of this entire series. I mean, just absolutely stellar performance. I mean, just he had his head on his shoulders the entire series. He didn't falter one time. Dissolved, absolutely. As you mentioned, just getting dissolved, and it was their own doing, not capitalizing on opportunities. They changed up their playstyle too much. They started playing a playstyle that didn't work. They relied on the bumps and demos, but it doesn't really matter. You can't put it in the back of the net. As Yukio sends it away, and Ventus, 10 seconds left. Unfortunate for Dissolve, but I mean, what a comeback for Venom.
Yeah, I was really hoping Venom was going to take us on another vacation there at the very end. Looks like these players from Dissolve know the game's over. Not even a consolation goal for their time. But, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better series, I'm going to be honest. I think that Dissolved played their hearts out. I just think that they didn't have enough gas in the tank. They didn't check they were on E in game number 4. They needed to win that one. It was a must win. They weren't able to do it. And unfortunately for them, they just couldn't pull it out in Game 4. I really think if they, well, obviously if they were able to win in Game 4, they would have swept. But I thought they were the better team in Game 4 and had a real potential to to finish the series out early.
I mean, what a way at the end of the end the night. I mean, I, I'm just at a loss for words. Seems like all the series have just been phenomenal so far in the playoffs, but you're not going to want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow we finish out the first round and see if your team can make it to the second round, like my team has. Matchup I'm looking out for: Origin versus Gladiators. You know, if Venom can be taken to a game 7, who knows what Origin has in store for us? But we'll see at the end of the day. Should be some great matchups overall. Hope to see you guys there. Peace out. Also, before we peace out, Ventus, I want to thank you for your time. Casting back to back, it's not easy, and I mean, we're one heck of a team.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think that you're just maybe one of my favorite casters, but I think before we do that, I do want to thank all of the Nemesis Premium subscribers, especially the Challenger and above, Flame, Wiggle, Crotera, Fenrir, Neons, Street Soul, Critter, Speed, Jax, iParker, and Rare. I mean, thank you so much for sponsoring this. We couldn't do all of the stuff behind the scenes without y'all. All the sheets work, all of the crazy matchups you get to see here on stream is because of you guys right here. So just big shout out to them. But unfortunately, that is going to be it for us tonight. Gallium, it was a great time casting. I don't think I'm all. Obviously, I have one game tomorrow, but I don't think we're casting together tomorrow. But I just want to thank everybody here for sitting through that amazing series and watching with us, and we will see y'all back here tomorrow.
Thank you, Crip. We love you, Crip. Give Crip a round of applause. Crip, don't end stream. Don't cut me off. Thank you, Crip. Everyone say thank you. Thank you, Crip. W Crip, whip. All right. Anyways, peace out, guys.